Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius for March 2020. So depending on your aspects in your chart, if you've got Sun, Moon, Rising, Stellium, Mars, Venus, whatever you sort of strongly identify with or you are drawn to in terms of the video titles, I'd be saying to go with those. Obviously, if you start watching the video and you feel like maybe some of the other videos that I've recorded are more your thing, for this month, then by all means check those out. This is a general reading, so obviously just take what resonates and leave the rest. It might well be that, you know, you're a Sagittarius sun, but I don't know, Leo is, you're more drawn to the Leo video, for example. Okay, so we're going to link with Spirit first of all and get some insights, and then we're going to be using the Oracle for the Radiant Sun by Caroline Smith and John Astrop for some more insights into Sagittarius for March 2020, and then we're going to be using the Oracle cards for outcomes. Few bits and pieces. Obviously we've got full moon and Mercury that is finally going to go direct on the 9th of the month. Mercury is currently in Aquarius and is about to transition back through Pisces, starting from the 9th. We've got a full moon in Virgo on the 9th, which is Monday. Pay attention for a lot of intense illusionary energy. We're already seeing a lot of it in the collective at the moment, as you've probably seen all over social media. People are freaking out buying I've got to laugh because it's not actually really funny, but people are freaking out buying soap and toilet rolls. Just don't be swept up by the fear. Take precautions, but don't sort of go to the other end of the degree and spectrum in terms of kind of buying into that. It's not the best energy to buy into. It is a low vibrational. Fear energy is never ever good to kind of invest in. So as I say, on the 9th that will be happening with the full moon and Mercury going direct. The next 2 weeks or so, obviously Mercury in retrograde, it will be in the shadow period, so we might still have kind of illusionary energy, sort of confusion really. And we've got Neptune conjunct the Sun also around the 9th in Pisces. So Neptune ruling Pisces with the Sun, again, potential kind of insights, downloads, but also potentially confusion. Just be aware that that's the energy that's coming forward really. 21st of March, we've got the first day of spring, Sun going into Aries. So there should be a bit more direct kind of forward movement, a bit more positive forward movement as well around that date. And then the 22nd of March, we've got Jupiter, Pluto, Mars conjunct Capricorn. It feels like there's going to be a little bit of a heavier energy around this date, because we've also got Moon conjunct Mercury in Pisces as well, which again, emotionally, illusionary energy potentially. Sun conjunct Chiron also in Aries around that date. So Sun being the personality, conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. Someone may be wanting to push forward efforts that maybe are not as healthy as what maybe you're viewing them as, or maybe you're in that energy, but just watch for deliberate efforts that are maybe not as sensible as maybe other options. Let's say 23rd of March, we've got the Moon conjunct Neptune. So again, this time the emotional body may be sort of illusionary. You may be confused around your emotional centre. 24th of March, again, Moon conjunct Sun and Chiron in Aries. So now we've got this sort of the Moon as well as the Sun that's going to be again sort of bringing up quite a few wounds. So just watch for that. Watch for how anyone getting triggered around 23rd to the 25th, because that's essentially how long that's going to last for. Just watch for what is coming up to the surface, because I feel like you're going to get a real clue as to where you need to do the healing there. And then on the 25th of March, the Moon will kind of transit forward, and it will just be the Sun conjunct Chiron, as well as Saturn is finally going into Aquarius. So a little bit of a lightening of the load there after the 26th. I feel like this energy will kind of relinquish a little bit around the 26th, but just watch for around the 21st to the 25th, because I feel like there's going to be, I'm just getting kind of conflicting energy, conflicting energy. Just watch for that. Just watch for any arguments, any what you're defending and why you're defending it, and what you feel about that, and if it's really valid or if it's something that is potentially not something you should be defending. Because it just I mean, obviously these aspects are going to affect everyone, but in my opinion, but obviously I'm just reading this now based on Sagittarius energy, and I feel there's a bit of conflicting energy going on there. But depending on what house, you know, Pisces and Aries is for you, obviously that's going to affect it more. Right, let's tune into this energy now for you guys for the rest of the month, for all of March now, utilising this oracle deck. Let's just see what else Spirit want to bring forward here. I'm going to link in with the guides as well. I have pre-shuffled this deck, but I'm going to really shuffle these because I want to get a good read on this. I don't know why I'm getting spiders, but I'm getting spiders. So maybe someone's, I don't know why I wanted to say this. Someone's trying to buy a pet. Someone wants to buy a pet spider. Okay, let's have a look. Sagittarius, the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the month of March 2020. What can you tell us, Spirit? Sagittarius. Right, something about going home. Something about finding a way home. Someone maybe, they're saying take that card. Negotiation. Someone's negotiating for something here. We've got Jupiter here that's showing up in the card. Jupiter in Aquarius, which actually we haven't, Jupiter's not in Aquarius just yet. I don't think it's in Aquarius. I think Jupiter's still in Capricorn until like maybe July or so. But this is about luck and expansion. And as you can see in the background of the card, we've got the sun and the moon and the woman pointing to both of these. I would say look around for the 23rd to the 25th as to sort of, again, negotiating, you know, could it be to do with, I'm hearing negotiating a contract. Someone's getting a contract negotiated around the 23rd to the 25th. There could be stiff competition around this as well. So just pay attention for that, all right? At some point the camera will focus to the point where you can actually see this card. So that'll be lovely. Here we go. Excuse the scantily clad human on the card, but this is, as you can see, she's showing the sun and the moon here. Quite literally, she's showing other things as well. But you must navigate through your emotional body here. There's don't get too swept up in your emotional body around the 23rd, 24th, 25th. You must wait. It's like someone's trying to push you to make a decision, or someone's trying to push you to be a certain way or a certain place. Someone's trying to push you to make a decision, and don't be rushed. Don't be rushed. You've also got something coming up here that's possibly taken a little bit of a struggle to get through. We've got the endurance card here. Again, as you can see, someone is tackling certain things around. We've got the number 7 and the number 8 card. This is the sun in Scorpio. So I feel like you guys have had a little bit of a rough time being part of March. Okay. And they're saying stick with it, because when you've got Chiron that brings the sun and the moon together, and then obviously we've got Chiron then just with the sun, it's going to lighten the load, all right? So whatever you've been going through, the end of this month, it will kind of shift that. Yeah, there is an order that's going to be re-established from this as well. So if you've had a lot of confusion, a lot of ups and downs, this is going to recalibrate, and there's going to be a sense of order that's going to be brought back to the situation. If you felt like emotionally something has been taken away from you, or you've had a lack or a loss, again, there's something that's being reinstilled here. Again, we've got the number 6 card, we've got the number 7 card, we've got the number 8 card, okay? So that's Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. It could also have relevance to pay attention to this weekend. So, as I say, Friday, Saturday into Sunday. We've also got the excitement in the reverse here. So maybe there's a foreboding. Maybe you've got some kind of job interview or something coming up where there's a move, or there's a date in March that you are not looking forward to. Maybe you've got an assessment or something coming up, but they're saying it will go okay. Okay, just don't... someone's already made a decision that this is something won't go very well. It's not gonna Sorry, I'm just receiving a download of I'm just trying to get all the information they're showing me. Don't fight something. If something is not working, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't sort of just let things fall as they fall. It's like someone's fighting and struggling against the tide here, or it's like someone's trying to struggle against something that Spirit is saying you don't need to fight this. Just let it be. Leave it to as it needs to be. Yeah, there's a nervous anticipation here. Someone's struggling to kind of let the natural order of things happen. Someone's, I'm hearing antagonistic energy, so it could be that people around you are antagonizing you. But there is a caution. So again, just watch for any decisions or options that you may be having. It may be that you've stuck way too long onto a certain option and you need to relinquish that. Could be that this is to do with a love partnership that maybe you've been setting your heart on and you're not entirely sure for how things will go or develop, and you're trying to reinstall a balance or a natural order into this around the month of March. Someone's intuition is also needing to be really invested in and looked at, because someone's I'm gonna Spirit are dragging me now. Someone's not listening to the advice they're getting. Someone's going against the tide here with their intuition. Someone is not listening, and they need to listen. It's like because the answer's not been given as to what they want, they're ignoring it. Relinquish control. Relinquish the control. Yeah. Someone is sticking by something and onto something that should have been released. They're going against the natural tide of things, and they're ignoring their intuition. There is actually something better coming on its way, but it's like someone doesn't want to wait for this. Someone wants some immediate results now, but it's not with the right thing. It's not with the right thing. Let it go. They're saying let it go. There's better to come, and you must trust in that. But someone is not listening. Someone is not listening to this. There is also a negative influence that's around. Maybe you've got people in your ear saying don't do it, and so you're doing the opposite. Or maybe the thing that is around you, that is maybe a person or a situation that you are wanting to hold on to, is not good either. And this is the Spirit's way of saying, look, this is a negative energy. You must let it go. Mercury and Aquarius. Mercury and Aquarius here. So we've got earth signs, water. We've got sort of Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio, Aries and Aquarius here. What else can you tell me, please, for Sagittarius for the month of March? What else can you tell me for Sagittarius for the month of March, please? Yeah. Someone is losing energy, finances. They're losing something based on an alignment with something that doesn't serve them. We've got Charity in the reverse. Again, this is Saturn and Cancer. Charity in the reverse and status in the reverse. You're aligning to something that doesn't serve you, and you're holding on to it because partly ego, possibly. They're saying yes. Spirit's saying yes. Partly ego. You feel like if you let this go, there's a loss. And also the reason why you don't want to let it go is because there's still attraction there. There's still things to be explored there. You don't want to let it go. You're scared to let it go. Yeah. There's also something around money. There is a potential here for earning more money this month. It's like, I think you may have an option. It's like you're either going to focus on this sort of, you know, evolving your money situation and improving your money situation, or there's a love situation that may take away from your money situation. It's like there's a distraction here that I feel Spirit is saying just be aware of, because it's like if you keep investing in this energy, you're going to lose in other areas. It's like they're trying to show you that this might be the wrong path. So if you've already lost out on money, it could be Spirit's way of saying, look, this is not right for you. You know, keep stick to your work, focus on your work as opposed to maybe your love life, because there's something around an opportunity or a person here that may not be the right option or choice, or there may be a timing issue. But let's have a look at the Gilded Reverie here, Lenormand expanded edition, because I want to get a bit more information here on this. What can you tell me please about Sagittarius for March, please? Sagittarius for March, what can you tell me? They want me to do a 36 card spread. Right, let me just do a 36, one sec. Right, let's do one more shuffle. Sagittarius March 2020, please, Spirit. Sagittarius March 2020. Okay, so I'm gonna talk as I go. So there's definitely some hope, distant hope that someone is relying on here, and they're saying it may actually be at the expense of all else. So watch for that. It kind of mimics or echoes the previous energy that I was picking up on. You do have an opportunity to move towards someone here that may be a love interest, and it's to do with a commitment. But I feel like how you're viewing this person is that they're gonna it's like they're the answer to all your problems and prayers. But Spirit is saying, are they though? Are they? Let's have a look. Right, let's move. Oh no, every time I move the mouse something weird happens. Okay. You do have, there's a lot of confusion going on here, I have to admit. There is definitely a lot of confusion going on here, and there's definitely something that hasn't properly been revealed yet, and it's to do with communication. Someone is keeping very tight-lipped about how they feel, what they want. There's confusion, and because of that, it's caused confusion. I feel like you may actually get that kind of communication this month, all right? And I feel like someone is about to confess some kind of feelings, and it's got a good outcome to it, all right? This is a spiritual connection. Now it could be that you're going to hear it about this through sort of word of mouth. Maybe a friend is going to pass on a message, or it could be a verbal. Yeah, it could be verbal, or it could be written, the written word. But this is to do with someone that, again, it's like you've had, or you view them as being a long-term prospect, and there's definitely a spiritual connection here as well. It could be that they're at a distance away from you, and maybe you're looking to travel to them, or maybe that's what the communication will be about. But there's definitely something about this that there's been maybe a challenge about you two getting together, and or you two sort of communicating. Maybe one or both of you never thought that would happen. Maybe there's an issue around cultural difference or racial difference that may be a problem with, I don't know, one or both backgrounds, and therefore you're worried about how that will be received. There's definitely been confusion around choices. I feel like someone at some point has been trying to work out if this is something of a long-term prospect, and there was a lot of confusion previously around it. There could also be an age difference. There could also be an age difference here. There could also be someone with the age difference may have children with a previous partner, and or have been in a previous marriage with someone else. But someone has showed a lot of loyalty, and there's been a lot of obstacles that have, that have happened essentially. But something had to end. Something had to end in order for this communication to open up. There's also someone here that is around you, or potentially if you're a cross watcher, you, because obviously you may be watching for a Sagittarius, you know, that someone is giving you some good advice about this. You're going to get someone that's going to come forward with some good advice, maybe about the long-term prospect of this. Maybe someone's actually viewing this as a potential good investment, and they're encouraging that of you. Maybe it's someone you've just recently met and it isn't someone that you've known for very long. But this is definitely a love connection here that involves loyalty and involves, I think previously one or both parties may have had an issue with wearing a mask. Maybe when they first came forward, they were pretending to be someone they weren't. That caused an issue. And now there's a potential where this is a reconciliation or a second or third time around. Someone lost something previously. Someone either was neglecting the details or kind of overshot or overpromised something, and then someone lost out, and now it feels like this could be the second time around. Someone could have been in a domestic environment where there was a lot of secrets, or maybe there was a loss of money of some sort, and so they had to close that situation out before coming into this situation, or to, you know, close that situation out before they were able to sort of focus on this situation. But the news that is coming is good news. It doesn't have, and there's a depth to this connection as well, that there's a longevity to this connection. Yeah. There's definitely communication coming. So if you're watching this saying, you know, oh, I never thought I'd see the day when this would happen, well, it's coming. There's definitely something. It's like a revelation or an acknowledgement of a feeling that's on its way. But I feel, again, it could have been a long time coming. I'll be really honest with you. I feel like they may have actually already at one point said to you, or maybe you assumed that that was it, that they'd settled down with someone and that's over. And you had to close the door on that, and therefore you then had to reevaluate what you were going to do. And I feel like you may have even felt that your loyalty was going to be very hard to kind of move past this. And so this information that I'm telling you is probably going to be a big shock, but there's definitely heavy communication coming here. And if you're, you know, put it this way, let's say, for example, you're watching this and this is a feminine that you're asking after, this is even going to be even more prevalent for you, where communication's coming. Not to say if you're, you know, watching this and thinking of a masculine or a male, you know, that's not to say that's not going to be relevant, but I feel like based on the cards here that you know what I mean, may well be a little bit more prevalent for you guys. So let's do another spread here. We've still got some more time. We don't want to, you know, rattle on too much. Right, Sagittarius, please, Spirit, for the month of March 2020. Sagittarius for the month of March 2020. I would show you the cards, but picking up all 36 cards is a bit, and obviously I do need to at some point get a camera, but I've absolutely no idea how to set up a double camera. So please forgive me, but it will come at some point. I will be using a double camera at some stage. I just don't know how to do that. Okay, so Sagittarius for the month of March. What else can you tell us, please, Spirit? What else can you tell us? Something flipped over. Parental influences. Something about parental influences. Maybe you've got children with someone. There's movement on that side. Maybe you've been in a situation where you co-parent with someone and it was, you know, hard work. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely movement here for you guys. And do you know what? The same kind of... I'm just putting another spread out and the cards are coming out in the same order. That's insane. There's definitely some luck and a reconnection around a love scenario. That's 100% definite. And they're talking about here putting the fine... Someone's potentially neglected the smaller details last time, and there may have been a fallout from that. So just make sure when you do that, it's definitely prosperous though. Make sure when you do come together, there's a discussion around expectations, because that might have been missed out last time, or it needs to happen. Someone needs to tidy something up next time. So I'm hearing something about a business deal or work situation that is currently restricting the energy a little bit here. Something's becoming public. Something is becoming, if you have been, the timing is right. If you have been putting this on the back burner, pretty much the same cards have come out. This is in the same order. If you've been putting this on the back burner, or something work-wise on the back burner, focus on that. But this is on its way, and it's like there's a commitment coming. There is definitely a commitment coming. Someone may have had a third-party situation that they'd committed to previously that was deemed inappropriate because maybe they found out they couldn't trust them. There could have been secrets either between you or them previously, either the third party, there was, maybe you were part of a third party and this is what is being released, but there was definitely some form of secrets and or disruption, and the finer details weren't really looked at. Make sure if that is the case, and you know there's no other third parties in this, but there's definitely someone, if you're asking about feminine and they've got a male around them, that's over. That is no longer, okay? If you're asking about a feminine, no. If you're asking about a masculine who's involved with another feminine, there could have either be an age difference with you or them. They definitely are keeping secrets. So maybe there's a third party situation here where there is another lady that they are keeping a secret from, either you or them. So they don't know they're in a third party. So just watch for that. There's also another energy here of a father figure that is currently confused about what direction to take. Someone who's got children that is currently confused about where to go. Maybe they don't want to break up with someone because they've shared children with them and that's what's stopping them. Yeah, there's a lot of indecision here. Someone also doesn't know what to do. And it's like Spirit is saying you must wait and gain a different perspective because you're not viewing all the details. There's also another scenario here that someone's got in a living situation with someone, that someone is not being honest. Someone wants to reconcile. Yeah. There's definitely a change in work situation and or financial situation on the cards here. Someone is about to make a decision into a work situation that is actually going to bring them more money, and it's if you are starting to view or want to do something for work that you've been putting off, and because you're like, I need confirmation, this is your confirmation. This is going to go very well. It needs a bit more fine-tuning with direction, but there's a potential for it to be extraordinarily prosperous. We've got the fish and the clover here, but you may have to close something else out first before that can happen. Make sure if you're a part of something that's been organised, like I don't know if it's like a business thing or business arrangement, that you finally look at all the kind of contract, all the details of the contract, all of the, all of the small print, because someone is not checking something here and it's going to potentially trip them up. Yeah. Someone may have to close a chapter out with someone else before this can develop, this love situation. Right, let's do another spread. I might use, what other cards should I use? I want to use the Wisdom of Avalon. That's just jumped out at me for some reason. Let me just use these cards here. There's definitely, I keep getting communication. Because we've got Mercury in retrograde, I'd be looking out for something happening after the 9th of March. Especially because obviously with that Mercury going direct back through into Pisces, especially with the full moon. There's a large possibility that you're going to get some kind of, put it this way, I wouldn't want any communication around Mercury in retrograde, because it usually is not very long standing when it's in, you're getting news around the retrograde periods. Okay, Sagittarius, please, for Sagittarius for the month of March 2020. What can you tell me, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius? The month of March. Yeah, I keep getting work situations here. What else can you tell me, please, for the month of March 2020? Someone's put a lot of energy and loyalty into something. I'm hearing that the payout is about to, you're about to get the payout. Someone is worried that someone is not going to forgive them, and they're scared. They're scared that this is going to be the end of the line. It's like we've got a few cards here, fear, and we've got the serpent. Someone is scared they're not going to be forgiven. Someone is also scared to branch out on their own, I'm hearing. I'm also hearing someone's scared that they're going to miss out if they branch out on their own. And we've got the cow. And then we've got the dog. So there's a lot of loyalty. There's a lot of discussion. This is unconditional love. So it's like someone wants to leave one situation in order to go home to someone, something that nourishes them. But I feel like they're scared to, again, it's like they're starting to come around here, but they're scared because I feel like they're possibly in around another person, and they're scared to leave that situation in case it doesn't work out. Yeah, look, risk. Someone is scared to take a risk. The goblin, the wounded human ego. And then we've got Merlin, which is alchemy, justice and balance. Okay, and the Queen, which is woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, friendships. Someone is worried that there's also potential here that someone may have walked away from you and now wants to come back because whatever they did not pay off. We've got another card that's flown. One sec. Yeah, we've got the horse here. So this is accepting help from another, delegating authority. What is it? Who is it that's around you? Maybe you haven't shared this with any friends and you're trying to tackle this by yourself. We've also got the mystery here as well. So someone's definitely confused about what path to take. Let me just dig a little bit deeper here with this. Let me use the energy oracle cards to clarify. Okay, Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Sagittarius for March. Sagittarius for March. I'm just seeing it's like someone needs to heal a little bit before they take a big leap. What is the Queen with Merlin? Yeah. Someone wants to make a move with someone, but it's like they feel like someone might not reciprocate. They're worried how things are going to turn out. We've got the door to romance. This is definitely a love connection. What is the Goblin with risk? What is the Goblin with risk? Yeah, it's like this has been a long time coming. We've got journey. This feels like a third party. Someone is scared that if they either come back from a situation that they've parted from, and it could be someone left, let's say someone could have left someone for another person now wants to come back, but they're too scared to acknowledge or admit it because either they're gonna get turned down, or they're gonna have to, with their tail between their legs, apologise. What is the Serpent? What is the Serpent? Forgiveness and fear. What is the Serpent? Forgiveness and fear. Yeah, look, there was definitely deceit. Someone was in a deceiving someone else. Clarify deceit, forgiveness and fear. Well, that was a few cards. Yeah, someone's broken-hearted over a deceit here. It could have been that you actually did get a heads up over a potential deceit. Maybe you were told. Maybe people were telling you that this was happening and you didn't want to acknowledge it. There could have been other issues around the situation, like financial constraints. And you were actually worried about listening to that because you didn't know how you were going to deal with it. We've got the yin and yang as well. So it's like there was an imbalance there. What else can you tell me about deceit? Yeah. You need to have patience with the situation. Put it this way, if this is either this is you now and this has already happened, or this is coming, and you need, whatever you do, I would be, because we've got patience here, wait until you get the full information. Don't be rushing into something and then figuring out. What is the patience card, please? Yeah, all tied up, and woman holding a coin. It could be that there is a financial restriction based around this situation that you can't physically move out of until you let some time go by. It could be that you're in a partnership or a marriage or a business relationship with this person. The advice is that I would not be rushing out of anything, because there's clearly some kind of financial constraints here, or a situation that you are tied into that is surrounding this situation. But they're saying it doesn't serve you. What else can you tell me, Spirit, about this situation? Yeah. Potential for hostilities around this as well. Just pay attention for any arguing. What is the situation about, please, Spirit? What is the hostilities about, please? What is the hostilities about? It's like someone is arguing over money and greed. This is a greed issue. Someone is trying to get what they want to get. And it's like there's a selfish energy to this where people are trying to, like, fighting over things. What else can you tell me, please, Spirit? For Sagittarius. Yeah, so we've got the heart chakra. There's an imbalance around the heart chakra as well. Alright, I wouldn't be getting into arguments about this kind of thing. I would let this settle a little bit, and I wouldn't be negotiating anything until you know. It's like someone needs to wait. I feel like whatever this is, you may not have the full picture, which is why they're also saying wait. Yeah. I think you need to reconnect with the self first. I think you need to reconnect with the self first, and I think you need to regroup. I think you need to regroup and don't be making any hasty decisions. Bottom of the deck, adjacent possibilities. What else can you tell me, please? For Sagittarius. Yeah, this is about someone's security. Someone does not want to rock the boat. They're trying to either sneak off, or someone's already snuck off, and it's like there's a lot of finances or something that's tied into the situation. They're scared to be truthful, so there's a deception. But this is like getting worse. It's like whatever's going on here, someone is not being honest, and it's harming the situation. The suggestion is to be patient if you're in this situation. And obviously if you're the person that's not telling truth, then I would be suggesting you to tell the truth. That's just my personal suggestion. Because to me it's like you're why would you sit and not tell the truth to someone, even if you know it's going to upset them? You know, it's better to do that. And if you're in the position where someone's not telling you the truth, back off, take some space, regroup, go and do your own thing, and then tackle it again. I wouldn't be charging ahead, because there's a lot of illusion around this month, and that energy was very illusionary energy. Yeah, look, someone's getting a little bit of a wake-up call here. What else can you tell me, please, for Sagittarius for March? Yeah. I'm hearing someone forced an issue. Someone forced a situation, and now they're getting karma for it. Someone, it's like it was always going to happen, and actually it's meant for your growth, and it's meant for a cleansing, purification type of energy, because there's more better to come for you. I'm probably going to get absolutely dragged in the comments because of the fact that I've just said it's karmic, but something is not, it's like someone's trying to fight an ending of something because they have to get their way and it's not working, and you're actually going against yourself at the moment. You're going against you. They're saying put the weapons down and just take a long, hard look at the situation. Is this really you? Yeah, look, return to innocence. It's like someone's lost their then. Someone's losing themselves here, and Spirit is saying that's not a good thing. Yeah, this is going to actually unlock something within you here that is meant to happen. It's like this was always meant to kind of unlock something, to change things up so that you can get the best out of life. What else can you tell me, please, Spirit? Something needs to be released that you haven't. This could have been something from the autumnal equinox, which is around the 29th of September, 28th, 29th. 28th, 29th of September, is it? No. 22nd, 23rd of October? Or September? But look, put it this way, something around the autumnal equinox needs to be released. This is linked to or related to. And it's like there's an instinct that you may have that you just want to cleanse and recalibrate and regroup. Go with that. Go with the instinct of that healing energy, because that's going to be the truth in amongst this, not the other carnage it feels like is ensuing. And this is the thing, I'll be honest with you, like now I've come to the end of the reading, I feel like I've just done the whole reading where I'm numb, because it's like I'm desensitized to what's going on around me, because I've been fighting some kind of freaking nightmare battle to try and get to the other end. But what I didn't realise is that I've become so desensitized to pain that I don't realise I'm harming myself. And there's a wake-up call coming, and if I was you, I would be not allowing or waiting for that wake-up call. I'd be stopping this now, because something is not serving you, and you're fighting something that is not serving you. And they're saying it's time to re-establish you, because someone's getting lost in the process, and that's not why. They're not expecting you to sit and get lost in a process. They want you to empower yourself. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so for Sagittarius, please, Spirit, what is the outcome? For Sagittarius, please, Spirit, what is the outcome for the month of March 2020? What is the outcome? What is the outcome, please? Yeah, look, fairness. There's a karmic balance coming. Justice. There could be a Libra, could be associated with a Libra. It says this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. There's an Egyptian connection here as well. What else can you tell me about Sagittarius, please? Sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Yeah, I feel like put some energy into you. Really take some time for yourself and just top yourself up. When it says when I said regroup, I'd be doing that and then looking at this again, because this doesn't look like it suits whoever this is for. Yeah. We've got endings and beginnings, Kali. This is very much my energy, as I get told all the time. The old must be released so the new can enter. This is very Scorpionic energy. We've got Una, easy does it. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. We've got bold, Freya. Here we go. The freaking camera doesn't. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. And then we've got true love. So, a few conflicting energies here. You need to take it easy on yourself because there's something new coming in for you, okay? And it's not about being bold and sort of having all kinds of drama in your love life. They're talking about being bold in your life for your, you know, your life path, as opposed to having all of your energy sucked dry in your love life and then you can't focus on what it is you need to be doing. If something needs to end, let it end. Don't fight it. Don't sort of try and hold on to it. There is some kind of imbalance around fairness that will be recalibrated. Don't forget we've got the wake up call card here as well. And this is the thing, if it's true love, then it, you know, you can't, there's not much you can do to stop that true love, is there? If it's true love, it's true love. It's like you don't need to hold on to it. If it's true and real, then it will always remain, essentially. It says true love, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So it may well be that maybe you've got to release something in order to get something new. Yeah. What else can you tell me, please? What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me? Yeah. There's definitely some kind of energy around healing here. You are a channel for divine healing power. Medicine woman. Okay, and let's get one more as an outcome via the Archangel Oracle cards. Okay, so let's see. Last outcome card, please, for Sagittarius for March, for September. Yeah, whatever happens around September, have a look into that because I keep wanting to say September. Sagittarius, please, for the month of March 2020 outcomes. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or a pen and article or book. Creative writing. So that might be a sign for someone. Maybe someone's been putting that off and they want to do it. That's your sign to say go for it. Archangel Gabriel. This Gabriel is about messengers as well. This is about channeling messages. And we've also got leadership. I feel like someone's lost their power themselves, their identity. It says it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Okay, so hopefully that's been of some help. That was your reading for September for the month of March 2020. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All your likes, shares and subscriptions means a lot to me. Thank you so much. If you want to sort of make a note in the comments, you know, your input or your insights into the reading, great. It does help me to link in with you a bit better if you do that as well. Tomorrow's reading is going to be Capricorn for March 2020. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.